Hey there, my name's Doug, this is Nova Drift. This is one of my favorite roguelikes in a while. It's like asteroids on crack. There's a lot of focus on building in this game, building your upgrade tree. I can't think of the words right now. So I wanted to have commentary to explain my thought process as I go. There's a lot of modifiers here. I usually run all of them, but I wanted to give you a idea of what the baseline looks like in this game. So let's jump into it. Start out here and it doesn't start too interesting. You get some rocks, a couple enemies that are pretty easy to dodge. Rocks get even less intimidating as you go. Because you get so much damage, you just get ridiculous and you shred them like nothing. Things gradually ramp up over time. So what you gotta do is you gotta consistently upgrade to keep up with things. I should probably start doing that now. So, your first three upgrades are gonna be your shot type, your shield, and your hull. You can technically skip these parts. There are some advantages to these weapons right here, but generally you're better off taking one of these because they scale really good depending on what you get. I'm going to go for something as simple as I can starting out, so I'm going to go with flak. Split shot's technically the most traditional one. That's surprisingly specialist in how you apply it. I got another upgrade so I can pick my shield too. I just want to go with something vanilla right now, so I'm going to hunt for reflect. I use reroll. And there's a few more than the 8 types of shields here. 7, I can't count. But whenever you reroll, you'll always get the remaining options. So you don't gotta blow all your rerolls hunting for the one you want. At least for the first 3. Shotgun's really good. Build it really versatile. I'm going for what I'm calling the Doomguy build. I want a big fat flak shot with split into shield and health for solid survivability. But I'll get into that more as we go. Here's my last primary upgrade. Got a few options, but Assault is going to be really reliable. Again, pretty simple, straightforward. It has crit chance. That's just about free. 15% faster rate of fire, which is going to be really nice. A little more spread, but not a big deal. And reduced mobility reduction. That's going to be nice going forward. You'll hardly notice the 10% maximum shield reduction. Alright. There aren't too many ship types that are just straight upgrades to your weapon. So even in your later runs, I think you'll end up running Assault a lot. Alright, now here's the meat of things. Generally, upgrades come in 2, maybe 3 categories. You get offense, defense, and support. What we want to build for is offense, and I think the first thing we want to take is volley. That's going to increase our projectile, give us a little more spread. Not always a good thing, but with flak, having that extra coverage will be nice. Yeah, and as we go, this is the level 1 upgrade, which will give us access to these tier 2 upgrades. And grabbing 1, 2, or both of these will let us jump into level 3, which is the one we really want. So right now, we'll just go with that. Yeah, in this game, offense is king of the meta. You can tank some shots, but ultimately, the best defense is good offense. Evasion will get you some ways, but if you can't kill things, then it's over for you, especially in the later stages. Blast radius. Now, let's grab focus fire so I can get to... I never actually tried to pronounce that. Fusillade? I don't know. Not gonna point that out. I'll save rapid fire for later. Let's just get fat here. Magnitude is nice because that's just a straight 15% upgrade. Plus 20 projectile size. You're going to be hitting more shots. No downsides. Alright, starting to get that fat shotgun. You gotta watch out for these guys. They're dead, but they'll rip through you. Those lasers do a lot of damage really fast. I haven't gotten too much time to play around with the new enemies update here. First boss here, and like I was saying, I haven't gotten much time to play around with this update, but it's added a lot. Getting to wave 100 is a lot more consistent now. Getting to wave 200, but the difficulty across the board is a lot better. I'm taking payload. You take a small rate of fire reduction, but it's more than worth it for all that you get. New formations you can find in this game add a whole lot to replayability, because a lot of times things can start feeling pretty samey as you start counting hours into this game. The formations have added a lot of fresh style, I guess. Go velocity. I think rapid fire for now. I could be using my rerolls, but this early on there's a lot of stuff that I want, so there's not really much need to, as long as I'm still finding stuff that's important to my early builds. Every 20 waves there is a boss, but sometimes you'll encounter boss enemies on their own after that too. Like they'll just randomly show up as part of the wave. Some of them aren't even featured in like the traditional 20 increment waves either. Some of them you'll just find out in the wild. You'll only be able to find them that way. If I see any, I'll point them out to you. On top of that, the majority of enemies come in 3 tiers. Like here you got your tier 1, this guy's your tier 2. If I shoot this guy, he's not even going to come close to me. This guy's pointing at me. So if I shoot him, bang. Small but significant difference when there's a ton of them. Generally, you want to prioritize offense as early as possible. That's why I got all reds. But you do eventually want to start considering defense as you go. There's several defensive types of builds you can make. One focusing on shields, one focusing on health, and a hybrid build, which is usually going to center around Gemini Protocol, which lets you take damage out of both your shield and health at the same time, which lets you take advantage of the regen effects of both. But in a few certain cases, not always. But those are pretty few and far between. There are some advanced tactics I can be going for right now for a better build. But like I said, I just want to show you the baseline for now. Targeting will be nice. Helps me even out my spread a bit. Those comets deal a lot of damage if they hit you, but they can also hit enemies too, so it's nice. And if you can get the right upgrades, like barrier that can take a shield hit worth more than 20 damage, it caps it. So you can do a lot of that damage. It'll will basically just tickle you. But you still can't rely on it because there's lots of rapid damage in the game too. I could do homing strike. I could get burst fire, but I tend to avoid it because this plus 0.04 seconds flat rate of delay doesn't sound like a lot, but it gives you a really large opening, like a lot more than you're expecting. Instead, I'll take shield cooldown. If you're going to have anything to do with shields, you probably want to take shield cooldown pretty early when you start speccing into defense, because that cooldown rate really hurts. And this is the first real boss. Like, this guy's gonna take you a while to choose. I'm gonna be frank, I forgot all their names, but I think this is like Station Omega or something. The first big zoom out. They didn't used to have zoom out in previous updates. This guy also didn't used to be nearly as huge either. The key to him is to focus on his weak points, and you can do a lot of damage. I really shouldn't be in here, because those little energy balls, they're DOTs, and they hurt like crazy. Ouch. So you gotta be really careful when you're in here. The old boss couldn't even stay in here, it was so tight. Take care of this carrier, because that carrier is free. There we go. Zoom back in a little now. Alright. Velocity. Blast radius. I'm going to say velocity. Alright, so this guy is a mini-boss. If you stand directly in his line of sight, he's going to charge at you. Shoot some missiles. But the real threat is generally these energy balls, because they hurt a lot more than you'd expect. What you generally want to do is try and stay behind them as long as you can, while simultaneously dodging the balls. You'll almost never get hit by the missiles, and they don't do a lot of damage. The main threat is the charge and energy balls. Okay, snipe. Snipe's going to be real nice for flak because obviously it's a bit of a close range weapon, but with ramping distance damage, that's going to make you a lot more effective at all ranges. Not sure if there's fall off on flak. Well, there is right now. Conversion is one you want to take if you're going for a health or shield specific build, because they both tend to delete the other method of health from your system. So take this first and you can maximize your shield or health before you can fully convert. Just make sure you have more of the one that you want. There's nothing here I really want, so I'm going to jump over to a reroll. Yeah, sure, let's take Gen 9 Protocol. Let's jump into it early. Now I'm sharing my damage between my health. There's another one. Ah, there's my boy. Look at that fat shot. These shield guys are also kind of like mini-bosses. The higher ranked ones will shoot your projectiles back at you while their shield's up, and they'll both kind of do this. It means you can't really get anywhere near them. So if you're going for like any head-on collision builds, you're gonna have a tough time with these guys. Oh yeah, incendiary strike. Flak has a lot of low damage projectiles, so being able to stack fire damage on these guys, and this one's free. It doesn't come at any disadvantage. It's nice. This guy's in tier 3, and you have to show off what he did, but I really need to slow down if I'm going to be doing that. Let me take firing ray. It gives me a little more spread, but it also focuses my strongest damage towards the center of my shots. Okay, there you go. I really like that kind of thing. Little lightning strikes can sometimes delete mini bosses for you. This is a super mod. Generally, if you want to find a super mod, you gotta grab a combination of 2 items, and they'll give you really powerful advantages, but they'll usually come at a pretty steep cost that you gotta be prepared to deal with. Like, ignite everything in a huge radius. You constantly take 11 self-damage. You want to make sure you have a really strong regen if you're going to be taking that one. But this one comes for free. You just get enough weapon upgrades, and you just get this. Hold on, I just got a text. That was nothing. Ooh. Now this is where the bosses start getting real serious. This guy will mess you up. All of his damage projectiles will deal a lot of damage. You want to take advantage of screen grab here. Jump around from side to side so you can get behind him easy. That thing touches you, it will kill you. These guys, these rotating orbs, they can mess you up too. They can combo you. And once those close back in, black hole. That thing will drop you down to like 11 health if you fall into it. Generally not too hard, but he won't do too much at this stage, so you can just pop shots in him. If he survives past this part, he'll just reset his damage. Warpath's nice, but it's kind of fluctuates because it's dependent on how many enemies you're killing. Yeah, but a buff's a buff. I think why I want to start jumping into his burn damage here. Take advantage of that damage. Skirmish here. You generally only want to go for this if you're trying to spec into a hybrid crash build. You're planning on shooting weapons and also ramming into enemies. It has some really nice ones here. You want to be really careful with Essence Sap because your hull cannot regenerate. Might work well with a shield builder. Try that. Big money, burn, diamond, I guess, is corrosion. That is burn on steroids. And dies under its effect and spreads to other enemies. Really good for taking out like segmented bosses that have multiple pieces they can ship off. Because you can just snowball on them. Siege weaponry. Siege weaponry is really strong, but we're not going to take it just yet. I tend to avoid flash shielding because minus 40 shield is a lot. Having that faster cooldown is still really nice. I'll give it a shot for this run. I'm not looking to make it too far anyway. One of my hour and 30-minute wait 300 runs or anything. I mean, it will be if I keep talking like this. Shift durability, get some of the shield back. Yeah, you can mitigate flash shielding a bit by taking 20% extra shields. I can't remember if it's added duplicative and how it's blocked, so. Yeah, as you can see, I'm just blowing through everything right now. But if I had some more modifiers on, things might get a little more intense. And they will get more intense as the waves progress. I'm already on to wave 80, wow. This is the guy I was talking about. If I could somehow manage to get corrosion, really tanky, but he's also a segmented boss. So if you get corrosion, fire damage on him, you can take him out. Start to chip away at him. This is another boss you want to tend to play. He's got labels in front, and he lines up with a short charge. Around all these shots, this is crap experience. Because he hurts fast with those. And deal a lot of damage. We're almost there. Yep, there we go. Yeah. This guy shoots lasers. I got one. Make sure you take him out. These guys shoot a lot of shots, but they're pretty easy to dodge. Splinter is kind of nice, but you want to have the right build for it, because you'll be feeling that minus 15 rate of fire. I don't think I get too much out of it with Flak, that already has pretty low damage. Discharge can be nice, but you generally want to take it with a semi-decent shield build. All the same, though, it is burning damage. I might just take it. I think I will. I'm already operating in close range. Can't take good advantage of it. Because of that, I'll probably dodge getting siege weaponry later on, because that deals hull self-damage, and I kind of want to have it compensated. As you can see, because I took Gemini Protocol, this is also dealing damage to my hull, so it technically shouldn't be. Really gotta get my regen up. These guys are great opponents. They give you time to shoot back at them, but when they come charging, you gotta be ready. Really fun to fight. These guys are really fun to fight too. You can't take them out immediately because of shield. But their projectiles wrap around the screen. Make you think deal at least amount of damage. Corrosion. That's what I'm looking for. Barrier 2. getting greedy. Do seriously improve my durability. That's what I do, though. This one's more for healing than for damage. It's net loss to your damage. Technically. So I can really use that damage, so I'm gonna go with it. Oh yeah, these projectiles are funny. They're supposed to explode when they make contact with you. Check this out. Because I have the reflect shield on. The reflect shield trivializes those guys in particular. Unless they just happen to explode right when they're on you. Right. Like, I know I got no modifiers, but it's less fine. This guy will charge if I don't finish him. But I did. I'm not ready for the final boss. He's gonna rip me apart. Yeah, no sustain. Okay. Gotta look for regen. Yeah, I'll probably be in a better shape. But he's still probably going to do several cycles on me. This guy, you kind of just gotta stay to the side. Watch out for his teleports. Watch out for his stuff that he spawns in. Here's gonna try and start charging at me. That deals a lot of damage, but his turn sucks, so it's usually dodgeable. I'm gonna cycle back to the cavern. Except this time, I'm gonna spawn those guys in the corner. Fire railgun shots at you if you line up with the edge. Oh, it's gonna hit me. Okay, not that bad. Not that bad. Do it. Overall, this guy's a worthy opponent. Cover here. Got it. Now we are into the stage. This is where things really start ramping up. Like I said, rocks are like nothing now. I kind of wish they had like more health or something, so they were actually a presence in the game beyond like wave 1. Nice to have single cover in the game. But you had to play around. I should probably get out of here. I'm greedy. This is the health build I was talking about. You take this one, you lose all your shield, but you gain a lot of extra hull, double your regen rate. It gets nasty. I think it's funny that regenerative shields is in this tier, even though it's specifically for shields, not health, unlike the other ones. This one does apply to both health and shields, though. Where else do I want to go with this? I think I'm going to take barrier. Barrier's going to help me keep alive. I'll probably help look for hull upgrades, too. Use my durability now that I'm taking direct damage to hull back. That guy's got a shield, but you can really just power through if you've got enough damage. You don't got a flank or nothing. It's not looking for that. No, this shield you can't power through. It's literally invincible. And it'll shoot that stuff. The more charged it is, the more projectile it shoots. I'll also fire this stuff behind it. And these are also shots. They don't hurt as much. I think I'd consider this guy a mini-boss. He's kind of on the weak side. It's annoying that you have to flank him. It's not hard to do. This guy is the shield upgrade. You can get this one. Well, basically the same thing with the shield. Although you do have a little bit of hull left. Get a hull upgrade here now. More armor here. Definitely help. Well, maybe I should just go all damage. I'm not looking for this run to last forever. Juggernaut's really nice, but I'm kind of afraid of that minus 25% thrust right now. I think I want to get the thrust upgrade before I go for that one. I could get singular strike though. Reduces your fire rate a bit, but it turns all your projectiles into one projectile. So I'd basically be turning my shotgun into a slug shot. And screw it. No one lets me. I'll probably be right. But I kind of want to see what happens. I don't want to take the flash. This run's kind of destined to end anyway. If I can't find singular strike, I think I'm going to start messing around with support. Points for that. Usually you get specific ships that benefit a lot more from support upgrades, so you don't need to take them unless you're into those. But there are some really nice ones that you might like to take advantage of. There it is. Let's do it. I'm not scared either. Really short-range railgun. I probably should take the blast rate. I think I'm done. I think I lost. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. We're in it, boys. We're not in it. We're back in it. If it wasn't for corrosion, I'd probably be screwed here. I like how those guys explode. as expected, I did kind of nuke my damage. But it's still passable. I could take burst fire and then immediately go for barrage. That just basically turns my gun into a Gatling gun. Or I could take siege weaponry. Risk it all. Yeah, let's risk it all. Oh my god, this sucks. Yeah, I think I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. GG. Well, that was Nova Drift. That was the basics. If I ever come back to this, I'm going to show you some builds, show you some modifiers. It gets pretty crazy. I could definitely go with a much nastier build this time. Until then, nice comment. I think I'm gonna sign off.